Sorry.
We're going to tell the story of
how we met demons.
Yeah, and like we're laughing about it, but that's just because it happened like last summer. The demon that we met had multiple personalities, and we were always interested in Ouija boards, but I was never allowed to because my mom's really like against that kind of stuff.
I was just freaked out by that.
So we went to Barnes & Noble one day and we were looking for a Ouija board, and it was like $30 and we were not having that. So we went over to Half Price Books to get a Ouija board with some juju on it,
and we got one.
We got one, and it was only $15. Worked out perfectly because I only had like $20. So we bought this Ouija board and we went outside while we were waiting for my mom to pick us up, and we were playing with it. We were just kind of goofing around, and we met this ghost named John. John was very boring. He like said that he liked to read.
He liked reading. The only interesting about him he was murdered. He was like 20.
We kept on asking each other, "Are you moving it?"
I wasn't expecting anything.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything to happen either. It was me, her, and then my sister and my sister's friend. We all tried it at first. We all had our hands on the planchette. We were like, somebody has to be moving it.
And we closed our eyes too.
We closed our eyes. We were not moving it. And we started with all four, and then we broke into groups of 2. So like me and her would go on, and then my sister and her friend would go on.
It was still John.
And we were still talking to John, and we were like, nobody was moving it. There was no way that anybody could. Somebody was there, I swear to God. We met John, and then my mom picked us up, and she's like, I'm not having that in my house. So we went to this park, and we're sitting where we sat when we met the next ghost, which was Haley. And Haley, there's like a school over there from like the late 1800s. This is the school that Haley was talking about. That's the church where we were doing the Ouija board. We met Haley, who said that she died when she was like 7, and
she attended the school.
And she died in like...
All these people are kind of boring until we get to like the end. It's crazy.
We met Haley, and it was really sad. Like, she had like a little brother or something that she was talking about. Then me and Peyton got off the board, and then my sister and her friend got on the board, and they met this guy named... We couldn't even... He kept on spelling it. We were like, what's your name? And he would spell it U-J-I-U.
We thought that they were just messing up at first. We're like, can
you spell it again? Like, what's your name? And we called him the illiterate one. So we met Ujiu, and he wasn't saying much of anything, and then he started repeating over and over again, Z-O-Z-O.
That was freaky.
Yeah, and we
looked it up. We're like, what does this mean? So we looked it up, and it was like one of the top 10 reasons that your Ouija board session has gone bad. It was like the #1 sign that your Ouija board session has gone bad. We've never done a Ouija board before. Like, we couldn't be moving it to Z-O-Z-O. Like, we had to look it up what Z-O-Z-O meant. Didn't we move then? We were like kind of done with the spot. We were kind of done with the spot.
So we moved over down there by the Shady Barn. I'll insert some footage. That's where we met.
T5.
Yeah. At this point, I was kind of bored with it. So I got off. It was Peyton and my sister that were on it. And they were like, is this Uja or Haley or John? And the ghost said no.
And we asked what its name was, and it kept saying T5. I think he's actually Satan. And I was like, is it trying to say how old it is? And so we asked how old it was, and it said 0. And I knew this. If you ask it
I forgot about that.
If you ask it how old it is, and it doesn't say a number, that means it's a demon, because it's never walked.
It's never walked the earth.
We asked T5 if he was a demon, and he said yes.
We noticed a lady over on the swing whispering to herself. We were like, whatever, she's minding her own business.
Met another one named Tom, and he wasn't giving us any answers at all. So we asked, are you a demon? It said no. Are you a ghost? It said no. And then we said, what are you? And it spelled out S-A-T-A-N. We got up.
Ran.
The lady got up too
and ran after us. This old lady was following us and keeping up. Like, it was crazy. Like, she was keeping up with us. She was freaky quick.
Why are
we were freaked. We were whatever. We went back to my house, and because the 4th of July was coming up and I live right by where they blow off the fireworks, there were like ropes separating my house from the park that the fireworks were off in. So we went under the rope, and this lady stopped right at the rope.
Yeah.
Right at the rope. She was following us, and we went up to the table on my patio, and we started playing again like freaking idiots. Like, where it went dark.
Nothing was really happening for like a good 15-20 minutes. So Mary Kate went inside, and me and her sister Madeline were
because they were very intrigued with this.
I don't know why. We didn't think anything was gonna happen, and like, I knew she wasn't moving it because she was scared of moving it, and we were both scared. At that point, we were both scared, and we both weren't going to move it to, like, freak anyone out.
They were the biggest pussies in the group.
Yeah,
Like, they wouldn't move it.
Yeah, so we decided, okay, if we're going to get the most genuine results, it's going to be us. So we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, it was T5 again. And we kept asking T5 who he is because he said he wasn't a demon when we asked him again, like, are you for sure, like, are you really a demon? And he said no. We asked if
but
he
he kept on saying that his age was 0, which was weird.
So we're like, so who are you? I'm actually gonna start crying.
He spells out.
I still cry about every night.
John, Haley,
Uju,
T5, Tom. In the order that we met them.
T5 was all of these people.
We could not be making this up. We met a demon with multiple personalities that lied to us about being a ghost.
And being murdered and making us feel bad for them.
The next day, Janelle was over at my house. Say hi, Janelle. I snuck the Ouija board up in my room, and we were playing the Ouija board right in front of my closet. And we were like, is anybody here? And it went to yes. So we were like, who is here?
T5. We knew it was T5.
It said T5.
Yeah, we asked it like a random. T5 was done with our shit.
And started saying Z-O, Z-O again.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that. I would have died.
2 weeks after the whole Ouija board incident with T5, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would hear rattling on my closet door. Now, the weirdest part is it wasn't until like a month later. It was right before school started. I was sitting at my dining room table.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah, I haven't told anybody this besides Madeline. There's like spindles in the chair. And I was just sitting there. My dad was in the living room. My mom was in the office. My sister was upstairs. And I felt somebody poke my back through the spindles, and I was like, I had legit said, I didn't even turn around. I said, Dad, go away. And I could hear him from the living room say, shut up, I'm trying to watch a show.
Shut up,
I just realized I didn't explain this part at all, but basically my parents were walking the dogs out in the park and they came across us and my dad heard me quoting him at like the perfect time and it scared us. That's what happened. Continue.
Me too. I was like, I felt that. And then school started and I had lifeguarding class, so I was in the pool all the time. And I would hear this whistling from Chill Bill. I would hear that on the pool deck. And I was like, did somebody hear whistling? Like, did you hear that whistling? I would play them the song and I was like, did you hear this whistling? And they're like, no, I've never heard that song before. So I was like, kind of freaked out, and everybody
Someone died in the Franklin High School's pool. Did you know that?
Yeah, literally someone died.
This dude, he drowned.
He drowned it in the pool.
His lungs burst, and yeah. Thinking of everything that's ever happened in my house now, and
Oh my gosh, we have to go to my house because my sister has these legit handprints on her ceiling, and it's not above her bed where you can reach the ceiling. It's in the middle of her room. We're scratching on her ceiling in the middle of the night, and she wakes up at 3 a.m., the devil's hour. Like, all the time.
Yeah. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe.
Share
with your friends. Tell everybody.
If you go to our school, please kill us because...
I don't know if you can see the handprint right there,
And the handprint right there. Where are the rest of them?
I'm all over.
There's a handprint right there. And right there.